Imagine being a football player charging down the field, a hockey player bracing for a check, or a soldier navigating intense combat situations. In all of these scenarios, one common risk is a traumatic brain injury, or TBI for short, a serious condition caused by repeated impacts and sudden head movements. For years, helmets and mouthguards have been the primary form of protection, but they only help absorb external forces. What if there was a way to prevent the brain from the inside? Today, we'll explore what the Q collar is, how it works, its benefits, and why it's gaining recognition among athletes, professionals, and worldwide. For starters, the Q collar is a silicone plastic piece that athletes wear around their neck with a little opening in front of the jugular, something just small that applies pressure, right? So how the Q collar works. Unlike traditional helmets, mouthguards, which protect against external impacts, the Q collar is designed to protect the brain internally. First off, gentle jugular compression. The Q collar is worn around the neck, applying light pressure to the jugular veins. The Q collar is a C-shaped device worn around the neck. This slightly restricts blood outflow from the brain, increasing the volume of blood inside the skull. Second, reduced brain movement. With extra blood in the brain, there is less space for the brain to move inside the skull during sudden impacts. This minimizes the slosh effect, where the brain shifts violently upon impact, leading to concussions or long-term damage. Third, a natural defense mechanism. The Q collar mimics a biological process seen in nature, offering internal brain stabilization without affecting breathing or circulation. Like said before, the Q collar is a C-shaped device worn around the neck. It applies gentle pressure to the jugular veins, slightly increasing blood volume to the brain. This reduces brain movement inside the skull, which is primary cause of concussions. Now, it doesn't apply so much pressure where it's hard to breathe or talk, but it is kind of snug, so that it's easier for athletes to, still be protected while also, staying safe. So like the scientific research and effectiveness, MRI scans from clinical trials show that athletes who wear the Q collar had significantly less white matter damage compared to those who didn't wear it. Studies conducted by Cincinnati Children's Hospital and other institutions support the Q collar and how it helps reduce brain trauma. The Q collar has been tested on football players, soccer players, hockey players, lacrosse players, and military personnel, demonstrating promising results. This product was originally created by military personnel, helping that the modern warfare fighters would stay safe. Some NFL players or lacrosse players, more commonly known, are like Tony Pollard, Drew Tranquill, Malcolm Rodriguez, and Shaq Thompson, all play in the NFL for the Tennessee Titans, Kansas City Chiefs, and so forth. Lacrosse players, Rob Pennell, the all-time leading scorer for the U.S. men's national team, he wears one. And Brett Dobson, the goaltender for the Utah Archers, he also wears one. Not to mention, those are just athletes. More than 7,000 military personnel have these Q collars on when they are in combat. To conclude, in a world where concussions and traumatic brain injuries pose serious risks to athletes and military personnel, the Q collar offers a revolutionary solution by providing internal brain stabilization. Unlike traditional helmets, this FDA-cleared device works by reducing brain movement inside the skull, helping to minimize the damage caused by repeated impacts. Backed by scientific research and already adopted by professional athletes and military members, the Q collar represents a significant step forward in head injury prevention. As awareness of brain health continues to grow, innovations like the Q collar could reshape the future of safety in sports and beyond. Whether on the field or in high-risk environments like military personnel, this technology has the potential to protect lives and change the way we approach concussion prevention. The question now is, could this be the future of brain protection?